Hey everyone! How's it going? It's no secret that Skyrim is a landmark in the gaming world, beloved by many even today. However, it's an older game with some outdated mechanics. That's why today I'm bringing you 10 recent RPGs that are technically superior to Skyrim. And just to be clear, this video isn't meant to defame Skyrim, so no need to get upset with me in the comments. I'm Matthew, and we're about to dive into the list, starting with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, released in February 2025 by Warhorse Studios and published by Deep Silver, is an action RPG set in 15th century Bohemia during a civil war. The game continues the story of Henry of Skalitz, an ordinary man caught in a web of revenge, betrayal, and discovery. In technical terms, Deliverance 2 stands out due to significant improvements over the first game and other RPGs like Skyrim. The graphical quality is visibly superior, with more detailed textures, enhanced lighting, and more realistic character models. The physics system has also been refined, resulting in more responsive and immersive combat. Additionally, the game features a deeper character progression system and a more dynamic world, with characters reacting more authentically to the player's actions.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Elden Ring is an action RPG developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, released in 2022. Created by the same developers behind the acclaimed Souls series, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Elden Ring carries From Software's signature challenging difficulty, rewarding combat, and environmental storytelling, but innovates by introducing a vast and interconnected open world. When we compare Elden Ring to Skyrim from a technical perspective, Elden Ring often excels in several aspects. A crucial point is combat. While Skyrim offers a simpler and more straightforward combat system, Elden Ring inherits and refines the combat from its Souls lineage, featuring a deep and demanding system that rewards timing, positioning, and enemy knowledge. Another technical aspect where Elden Ring shines is world optimization and design. Although both games feature expansive open worlds, the verticality and interconnectedness of the lands between an Elden Ring are remarkable.
Or a lord to be born.
Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee now!
Brandish the Elden Ring. For all of us.
Why have you come here?
Baldur's Gate 3, developed by Larian Studios and released in 2023, is an RPG based on the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules set in the Forgotten Realms universe. The game follows the tradition of the Baldur's Gate series, offering a deep narrative, meaningful choices, and tactical turn-based combat. In combat, Baldur's Gate 3 features a turn-based tactical system that surpasses Skyrim in complexity and strategic depth. The game allows for creative use of abilities, spells, terrain, and environmental interactions, such as pushing enemies off cliffs or combining elements to create devastating effects. Technically, Baldur's Gate 3 also shines in graphics and performance. With detailed visuals, realistic facial animations, and richly constructed environments, the game makes the most of modern technologies, such as ray tracing on high-end computers. Skyrim, even with the special edition and graphical mods, shows its age with less detailed textures and less fluid animations.
Interesting.
We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
My, this place is fun.
So we can strip him of his advantage.
You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Ketherick is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the Absolute.
Bow before me. Bow before the Absolute.
The Witcher 3 Next Gen Edition is a free update that brought a series of significant technical improvements to the already acclaimed RPG from CD Projekt Red. This version for the new generation of consoles and PCs aims to modernize the game, originally released in 2015, and explore the potential of newer hardware. When comparing The Witcher 3 Next Gen Edition to Skyrim in technical aspects, the differences become quite evident, mainly due to the disparity in years between their releases and the optimizations received. While Skyrim, even with its special and anniversary edition, still relies on an older engine and exhibits certain limitations, The Witcher 3 Next Gen benefits from cutting-edge technologies like ray tracing, which provide infinitely superior lighting and shadowing. The quality of textures, character models, and environmental density in The Witcher 3 Next Gen also surpass those of Skyrim, making the world of The Witcher Geralt more detailed and believable in visual terms.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Oblivion.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG that has made a big impact on the gaming scene, developed by a small French studio called Sandfall Interactive. The game is set in a dark fantasy world inspired by the French Belle Époque, where each year a mysterious entity called the Painter erases from existence everyone who has reached a certain age. As for technical aspects, Expedition 33 stands out for using the powerful Unreal Engine 5. This allows the game to feature impressive graphics with high-fidelity visuals, striking particle effects, and fluid attack animations. While Skyrim, released in 2011, was a landmark in its time with the creation engine, the technology of Unreal Engine 5 and Clair Obscur offers a generational leap in terms of global illumination, especially with Lumen, shadow quality, and environmental details, resulting in a visually much more realistic and immersive world. Although exploration in Clair Obscur is more linear than in Skyrim, the focus on quality and the technical impact of battles and visual presentation makes the experience technically superior in many aspects.
With him. We need to go now. Who are you?
I know it seems absurd to offer Oblivion as recompense, but...
Black Myth Wukong is an action RPG developed by Game Science, based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. The game puts the player in the role of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, on an adventure filled with challenging combat, exploration of a richly detailed world, and an engaging narrative. Released in August 2024, the game stands out for its impressive graphics, utilizing Unreal Engine 5, and its fluid and strategic combat system. Compared to Skyrim, released in 2011, Black Myth Wukong shows clear superiority in technical terms. The most notable difference lies in graphical quality. While Skyrim uses an older game engine, Wukong takes full advantage of Unreal Engine 5, resulting in extremely detailed visuals, realistic animations, and stunning visual effects. Additionally, the fidelity of character and environment models is significantly higher in Black Myth Wukong, creating a more immersive and detailed world. The gameplay also surpasses Skyrim in several aspects. Black Myth's combat system is more dynamic and strategic, allowing the player to combine different skills, weapons, and transformations to overcome challenges. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered, released in 2025, is an enhanced version of the classic 2006 RPG. The game features updated graphics and refined gameplay, offering players a more immersive experience in Cyrodiil. Despite Skyrim being widely considered the more popular successor, Oblivion Remastered presents technical advantages in certain aspects, challenging the perception that Skyrim is superior in all regards. Although Skyrim has a vaster and more detailed world, Oblivion Remastered, utilizing Unreal Engine 5, presents significant improvements in lighting, textures, and visual effects in enclosed environments. Dungeons and interiors in particular demonstrate a level of detail and realism that surpasses Skyrim's in many cases. The graphical update is not limited to aesthetics. It also affects performance with faster loading times in smaller areas. Another point where Oblivion Remastered can be considered technically superior, paradoxically, lies in its design philosophy. While Skyrim aimed for a more accessible and linear experience in many of its guild quests and progression, Oblivion, and by extension its remaster, offers more elaborate and intricate quests, especially in the guilds.
Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, released in 2024 for PlayStation 5 and later for PC, is the second part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. It continues the story of the first game, Final Fantasy VII Remake, significantly expanding the world and narrative beyond the limits of Midgar. The game presents a remarkable evolution from its predecessor, enhancing gameplay, graphics, and overall immersion, and representing a considerable technological leap compared to titles like Skyrim, released in 2011. The combat system in Rebirth is an evolution of the hybrid action strategy system present in Remake. It improves the fluidity of real-time combat, adding new abilities and strategies, including synergy abilities that allow characters to combine their attacks for devastating effects. Character customization through the materia system has also been expanded, offering more customization options and combat strategies. In comparison, Skyrim's combat system, while effective, is more basic and less dynamic. The variety of options and strategic depth of Rebirth offer a significantly richer and more engaging combat experience.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Keep it away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon is an open-world RPG heavily inspired by classics like Skyrim itself, but it aims to go beyond, especially in its technical and gameplay aspects. Set in a dark reimagining of Arthurian legends, the game plunges players into a world in eternal autumn, where legends are crumbling and survival is a constant struggle. It combines deep exploration with a more tactical combat system and a branching narrative that promises meaningful choices. One of the points where it seeks to stand out from Skyrim is in combat. While Skyrim is known for its more floaty and simplified combat, Tainted Grail introduces a much greater sense of weight and impact to attacks. Hitting an enemy truly feels like it has an effect, and animations are more responsive. Additionally, the game incorporates dodge and parry mechanics, which are crucial for survival and add a layer of strategic depth that is lacking in Skyrim. The ability to quickly swap between different weapon loadouts also offers more tactical flexibility. Although it is still in early access and may have some inconsistencies or optimization issues, despite this, Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon has the potential to be a superior RPG experience to Skyrim in certain technical aspects.
There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. Avalon will not save itself. The king will return.
Enshrouded is an open-world action survival RPG developed by Keen Games, released in early access on January 24, 2024 for PC, with support for up to 16 players in cooperative mode. Set in the vast, voxelized continent of Embervale, devastated by a corrupting mist called the Shroud, the player takes on the role of a Flameborn, a survivor destined to rekindle the ancestral flame and restore the realm. In technical terms, Enshrouded stands out in relation to Skyrim, released in 2011 by Bethesda, especially in its building system and environmental interactivity. While Skyrim offers limited construction via Hearthfire DLC, Enshrouded features a robust voxel-based building system, praised as one of the best in the survival genre, allowing for the creation of complex structures, such as castles, with intuitive terraforming and terrain manipulation tools. This flexibility contrasts with Skyrim's rigidity, which relies on predefined assets and lacks advanced environmental physics. Well, that was the video. I hope Skyrim fans aren't too upset. I'm out of here, and I'll see you next time.